just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway in Southern California. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Back ready. Opposite. Green.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
That play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Tua. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Pollard going to try the right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. The second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battle the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, running backers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Curtis Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 23-yard line.
10 cycles.
Tua going to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Touchdown! Jonathan. From 10 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Raiders 14, Chargers 7. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and the Charger first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
first down, and it's Pollard again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Brady.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. To throw is Brady.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Brady going to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
26 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Dalton Schultz from 13 yards out.
And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And finding the tight end Hooper. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll bring a receiver in motion left. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Schultz hauls in a quick throw. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now, on 2nd and goal. On play action, here's Tua, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Brady now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On second down, it's Pollard. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping it. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Back near his goal line, here's Tua. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, it's Brady. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 11-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Chargers. Dalton Schultz. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Ready, set.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Flushed out right. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Ready.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. taking a shot for Samuel. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they really could have turned this one upside down.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. He actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Taylor, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 23 yards to pick up there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Pollard. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
We went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Wait, that.
Brady now to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Wait, that.
Now Brady, gotta have this one. Touchdown! Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Striker, 3-3. Check pitch.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Now Tua. Pass caught by Hooper.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up third and 2.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Finding space at the 40.
And he's got some space here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Takes it at the 7. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, All your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm inventing them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. Yeah. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A first carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris.
They find some, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Brady now on 1st down.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And some space here.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Chargers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there. And
if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go, they're back at it. I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Brady's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing now is Brady. This is the tight end fan. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete there to Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. In motion right is Smith. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, L.A. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Chargers 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Throwing is Hurts. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 54 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now stands at 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On play action, it's Brady. That's caught again by Schultz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a play fake. Brady. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will shrink to 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Okay.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Brady's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Brady. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Jahan Dotson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Gano the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And the busy night for Henry continues. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
19 Tiger.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Henry up the middle. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Unlock line.
Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
18 Rattler.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Terry McLaurin, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Hurts will throw.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, 30 yards. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it up.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void.